I'll have what she's having. Yo! Hello, motherfunsters, and welcome to the stream. My name is Mellar, and today we are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And the shit's just about to get real, son. Hello, everyone. Alright. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. A whole minute. That's a really long time for an awkward silence. Like, any awkward silence that's longer than about 3 seconds is really freaking awkward, you know what I mean? Been wanting to re-watch Speed. It's one of the films they normally play at Christmas time, isn't it? Up for 5 hours. Bring hugs to emails. Thanks for the fun opportunity. Mate, thank you so much for just being absolutely fantastic throughout the whole process. I'm already looking forward to the next episode. I'll be in contact super soon with deets about it. But all the love and kisses for you, man. You're a legend. We'll see you super soon. But yeah, I mean, the first Speed movie is kind of a classic in a way. After that, like, it's not one of those where, like, the first couple are good, like, the second Speed movie is pretty bad. And then, wasn't there a Speed 3 that I don't think I even watched? Because I was like, if Speed 2's that bad, then Speed 3 is going to be even worse. Sleep well, Hippo. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Much love again to you. Which one was Sayori? I think she was this one.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Oh my lord.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. That's a good point.
Monica told me.
Yeah, but how did Monica know? She'd left by the time...
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online.
Oh god. Is COVID happening in this game as well? Didn't this game come out a few years ago? Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep!
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. What's random about it? Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. Yeah, no worries, Nightwings. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Love you too, bro. I'll let everyone know on Discord when the podcast goes up on YouTube. Much love to you, dude. Oh yeah, I did. It was so much fun, wasn't it? Navely had a lot of really interesting stuff to say as well. Looking forward to YouTube. Excellent, man. Well, I'm sure I'll see you really soon. But until then, take it easy, Nightwings, my friend. I'm all over the place this evening. I think I was quite nervous for the podcast, actually. I normally don't get that nervous when I stream, but I get nervous for podcasts. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So you always smile, shaking her head.
That's no good, Mellar. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders.
What on earth are you saying?
Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you being like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Mellar. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste? And caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without everyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there is only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Mellar. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Mellar. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you come here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders because that helps. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Aww.
Mellar.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, and that's just a bonus. But please, everyone, please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mellar.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mellar.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make the feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mellar. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go too. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah?
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah?
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But,
sorry, I just took my hand away for a second. It's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. I look forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it. Uh-oh. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. Oh, what happened there? I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Which button was it?
Hello? Thank goodness. You're a little
early. I'm sorry I wasn't at home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here.
Yeah, bullshit.
But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I'd have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Mr. Doge! How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. All good here. We just completed a successful podcast, and now we're playing this ridiculousness, which is, well, it's an interesting game, let's just say that. How are you doing? At least, I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
It's very interesting. Have you played it before? Because we're just about to get to the interesting bit, I believe. Interesting. It's definitely a word for it. I mean, the shit's kind of got real a little bit already, but, I mean, wow. I take Yuri to my room. Hello. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
Of course it is, Yuri. We knew you were coming. I mean, if the main character didn't clean his room What a cutie. What, me? Stop.
Say hello to my little friend!
Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you are enjoying your time here. I mean, this game is silly. And I love it. I love it. Right, we've got a Scouserfire. Are you ready for this? All right. So it's about to go from cursed to even more... Oh, my lord. Thank you so much for the follow. And Scarface alert. I love it. It's such a brilliant movie, isn't it? And it's like that particular moment is just a moment of cinema, isn't it? It's a classic line. It's a classic line. So good. Hey, Malphas, my dude. Malphas. How you doing, my friend? Bad guy, huh? Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he gets a bit carried away. Let's just say that. He's not a bad guy, though. Have you opened gently a door yet, Woodward? It's so clean. Of course it's clean. We knew we were coming. We tied it up for you. I cleaned it. There you go. I cleaned it up before you came. Exactly. See?
That's very considerate of you to do.
The door is cleaned. Why would the door be unclean? The room is cleaned. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think every teenage boy would clean his room before having a girl over, wouldn't they? I mean, I know what I did. I always open a door carefully. It may be trapped from my experience. What? Are you living the real life of Hitman? Are you actually a Hitman, AK Insane? You go around with booby trap doors all the time. Is that what you're saying? He's kind of having a hard time. What, the main character of this game? Not yet, he's not. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Real life D&D, I have a problem, Mellar. Oh, wow. Oh, no. You cannot. I love that. You're trying to make me go to rehab. I won't go. You gotta clean your room if a date. I think calling Yuri a bimbo is a bit much. I mean, if any of the girls are a bimbo, it would be what's her name? Monica. But I mean, they're all kind of, none of them are really bimbos, I don't think. It would be embarrassed if it was a mess. I mean, it's true, right?
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
Yeah, have a go around to your house for the first time and make her clean your room. That's a good look. That would be even more embarrassing. Exactly. Wait, don't look in there. That's where I keep all of my sexy time stuff. I want to see how the main character gets laid. I mean, I don't think this is that kind of game. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was, I mean, that's a bit much. Which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the sock. the sock. You haven't given it a name. I mean, really, you should do. You should give it a name, but you just called it the sock. Have you seen the sock? It's next to the other sock. I've never played it before, but I've watched Virtue play it before. It's a ridiculous game. It's so much fun because it's just silly. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Why are you worried that your hands might do things of their own accord, Yuri? Hello. Isn't all dating psychological horror? Am I right? I mean, yeah, I guess. Offended. What? Offended? What offended you there, Ben? What's offended? Oh, we were supposed to scousify. I never scoutified for you. I'm so sorry, Ben. Let me do that. Psychological, right? So, should we... Say it with me, guys. Should we, get started?
Yeah. Have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Enhancements? Oh. She's very posh, isn't she? I'm kind of ruining it with the Scousify. Atmospheric enhancements? enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help our guests. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
Oh my god. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Do you like the Scousify? Yuri rubbishes through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, it would be really neat. Again, with the neat main character. Nobody says neat anymore. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, don't worry about that, Mellar. We'll get to that later. How you been, Malfast? How's things going? How's your streaming? I feel like I haven't hung out with you for a while, actually, Malfast. I hope you're doing well. The Scots, I can't really... Funny enough, I can't really do the Scottish accent, even though I've got family that live in Scotland. I cannot do the Scottish accent. I don't even understand the Scottish accent sometimes. I remember my auntie, who's actually from Scotland. She came over and she was asking me, how many years you got on you, Mellar? How many years you got on you? And I was like, I'm sorry, what? How many years you got on you, Mellar? I was like, how many years you got on you? And you know you can't really ask someone to repeat something more than twice. I was so worried. I was like, what do I say? And then my uncle, who's lived in Scotland with her for like 40 years, but still has a perfect British, like, English accent, turned around and goes, how old are you now, Mellar? I was like, oh, she was saying, how many years have you got on you? But she, how many years you got on you? I was like, what are you saying? I don't even understand. She's my auntie. Oh, my Lord. No, she doesn't call me Mellar. I just changed it. Although I do, my wife has friends who only know me as Mellar. It's kind of it's our real name. It's not the name I was born with, but it's I've been known as it since I was 12. I spent my first time over with Malfast today. Oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed your time there. Malfast is so chill. I love Malfast's streams. Wait, lots of love. Yes, you can't 3 times. You just nod and laugh. Yeah, but she was asking me a question. I couldn't just smile and nod. I was like, and I couldn't turn to my wife because my wife had no idea what she was talking about at all. Because my wife's Chinese, she couldn't understand a single word my auntie was saying. I actually had to translate for her. It means to put by and repay the love. Oh, amazing. I seriously love like the Twitch community. Love the fact that everyone knows each other. You guys are amazing. Oh, this. Yeah, I want to know what this is.
Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Oh, we've got one of those in the house.
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all. Are we gonna get a massage, lads? Do you think that's what's gonna happen?
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere.
Hope to see you at Twitch London in the future, Mellar. You'd be in trouble. I don't know, man. I mean, it's something that I like the idea of, but it comes up and I always just like, I don't know. I always feel it's too expensive. It's too much time out of my day, and like the anxiety as well is just like massive. I'm one of those, like, once I'm in a group, I'm okay normally, but actually getting there and then like and those first couple of minutes, so awkward. And the anxiety is sometimes a bit much for me. I exercise, now I have a migraine, so sorry if I get quiet. What exercise did you do? My bottom chin is bubbling like a child about to cry. I probably could be persuaded as well if my wife could be persuaded. I just need that push, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely like, when I think I'm quite good at hiding it when I stream, but I'm definitely an introvert in more of a real life. I'm a bit like Virtue in that way. I like talk, and it's when I'm streaming, but I'm definitely a bit of an introvert in my real life. Like, I think once I'm in a group and and the ice is broken, I'm not too bad. But actually getting to the point of breaking the ice, I'm really bad with. I did a 10-minute high-intensity interval training. I did my Chloe Ting, YouTuber. Well known for being really hard. Who is Chloe Ting? Where's she from? That's a distinctly oriental name. All her videos have low impact options. I did. Okay. High impact exercise is just not my idea of fun. I hate that feeling when you're just completely 100% knackered. She's Aussie. Okay. All right. I'm saying it would be great to meet you. Be a little awkward sometimes, but get comfortable quickly. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's so many people I would be so psyched to meet. I mean, Virtue would be pretty high on my list, but also obviously AK Insane. I mean, Hippo. I've met Hippo before. I'd love to meet him again. There's loads of really cool UK streamers that I'd be so just excited to meet. Because it's a different feeling when you're actually like physically together. It'd be so exciting. Depending on, I mean, there's actually quite a surprising number of Canadians that I'd just be so giddy to meet as well. Like Moonlit Shadows and Bob the Canadian guy are well up on my list, but there's others as well. Oni Noa, I'd be really honoured to meet. I'm not knackered. Like, I still have strength in my bones, more cardio than strength. I've been having daily migraines. Oh, mate, that sucks. I hate migraines. I hate that feeling when you're doing exercise, when you just fully like reach your wall. I heard my name. Yeah, I was just sort of listing people that I'd be really excited to meet. I was saying that there's a lot of like UK streamers that I'd be really excited to meet, but I've got a surprising number of people that I know from Canada that I'd just be so giddy to meet, including yourself and Bob the Canadian guy and Oni Noa. Strength in my bones. I meant muscles. I mean bones. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think we all know what you mean. Oh wow, I thought you and Vert were mates. No, I've never met Vert. I mean, we are mates. We're pretty good, like, online mates, but I've never met him. I'd be so excited to meet Vert, seriously. He's actually from the same town, I think, as my parents, or was one of my parents. He's definitely from the same area of the world as my parents. It's not that far away. I heard Vert is an asshole in person. Really? You've met him? What do you mean you've heard? I know that you've met him. He's lovely. I pleasure myself. I thought you said I pleasured myself. I was like, what? He's lovely. Had the pleasure myself. I know. Yeah, I know you've met him. He always gets well excited when maybe a little. Oh
my.
He always gets well excited when he talks about the fact that he's met you. So I think that says a lot about you, actually. I'll be so excited to meet you. It's so like, honestly, I feel like we should really play this game as well. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. I really disagree with you there, Yuri. I don't think it makes a fucking difference, or much of one, unless it's a smell that you associate with something.
You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. Uh-oh. it starts to vibrate. Oh my god. Nah, let's just chat in front of an anime girl. This is the internet, yo. Exactly, right? What kind of mood is it for? This is... I like a bit of jasmine tea. Jasmine tea's nice.
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the events because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
Hello.
Don't you think it will be perfect for sharing our poems?
Please tell me there is no Monica bots here. Sorry, but they scare me because there's so many on Twitch. I'm going to spoil anything though. There are none here at the moment as far as I'm aware. There was one in the previous stream, but they just followed me and said nothing. How you doing, Injury Retro? It's nice to see you. I hope all is well with you. It does sound suitable. I quite like Yuri, but this stuff about essential oils is... I think I'm a proper honorary Brit, though. I was like, oh no, a migraine? I better make myself a cup of tea. If any American I've ever talked to in my life is an honorary Brit, it's you, Maury. Like, you actually think like a Brit, in my opinion. And you like so many British things, including a nice cup of tea. Have you got any painkillers, or do you try to steer away from them? Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. Ah, what about Marmite? Yeah, do you like Marmite, Maury? I mean, you don't have to like Marmite to be British. You just have to either love it or hate it. I think people that are like...
Say hello to my little friend.
Scared me, man. Thank you so much for the follow, Indeed. I really appreciate it, man. I hope you're enjoying it, man. I love this game. None of that. I don't think I've ever tried Vegemite. Have you ever tried, what was it that I tried once? It was disgusting. It was like a bar, like, you know those breakfast bars, that like OT bars that you can get? There's a Marmite, one of them. It's disgusting. Oh my god. It doesn't taste like Marmite though. It's I've never had Marmite. It's not available in my area. Describe it to me. I can't there's no describing Marmite. It's got a very strong flavour. And you either love it or you hate it, and that's literally the tagline of the the product. Their tagline is Marmite. You either love it or hate it. Yeah. You just have to try it. To be honest, this game. She again begins to reach it. She reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. She's really in. It's definitely an acquired taste. Yeah. What about you, Malfas? If you've tried it, do you like it? Hate it? Barrel yeast and lick the. Yeah, you're definitely not selling it, but it is basically a yeast. It's a yeast-based condiment. Is it a condiment? You put it on bread or toast. You wouldn't have it with like dinner. To be fair, tea and coffee are an acquired taste. That's true. That is true. What are those for? Goes best on toast. Yeah, absolutely. I like butter, a little bit of Marmite in each corner, and then cheese. Amazing. You know what? I used to hate it, but my wife introduced me to it in a stew. That's new for me. No idea. I've never had it in a stew. That might be interesting, actually. It went off a cliff after the Blade Runner spoof film. Is there a Blade Runner spoof film? I've not heard that. Cheese popular yet. Very nice. Aside for the flavour. That sounds really interesting, honestly. I thought you said stew. Anyway, I actually have 2 faves from this game, counting the protag. It's about half of how many there are so far. Yeah, I mean, I like Yuri. I think like in a real life situation, I'd find the other 3 characters one way or another kind of annoying. She's the only character I think that in a real life situation I'd kind of get on with. I'm not really a fan of the whole like aromatic oils thing, but whatever floats your boat. Shoe Marmite is just toxic. Stay away. I've never heard of it. That sounds disgusting. Marmite in a shoe. What? I'm so scared.
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Get a grip. What? What am I getting a grip on? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I have it over here.
we won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper.
Oh, get a grip, Shujo. Write a different word on each piece of paper. We'll need about 100. 100? We've only got a day, Yuri. How long's that going to take? Oh, yeah? What will these be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hand them from the doorway of a classroom.
We've only got 1 day! So Yuri is my favourite mostly because she's definitely got the nicest hair out of the 4 of them as well. I mean, let's face it, but I've always been a sucker for long hair.
Then we can fasten the paper to the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract people to speak inside.
That's really creative. It is quite creative. Pocky is Korean or Japanese biscuit. UK definition of biscuit. Covered in chocolate, usually. You can also get them covered in strawberry coating. I think it's Japanese. If it was Japanese, that's not how you would spell it, but yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think I know the stuff. They're long and thin, aren't they? I had no idea you would be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yappa pepper. Yeah, it's good stuff, that. I haven't had much of that stuff. It's nice, though. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Oh, hello. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the 2 of us? Or maybe it's the excitement that she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Mellar. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the 2 of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each piece of paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. I also enjoy Pocky. I also enjoy little panda-shaped biscuits filled with chocolate. I don't know. When you said panda-shaped biscuits, all I could get in my head were, those crisps. I guess you'd call them chips. That are, well, they're called Pom Bears. You guys know what I mean? Pom Bears? They're not really something that I eat very often, actually, Pom Bears, but a lot of people really like them. Pom Bears are good. Yeah, they're definitely a bit of a classic. Do you remember, I never really did Pom Bears because I'd always get, Space Raiders instead. Were they called Space Raiders? They're amazing. Imagine using the voices as a DM. As a DM for like a tabletop roleplay? That'd be amazing. Space Raiders and the Transformer ones. Oh, they were so good. Space Raiders were good. Not sure now. I haven't had Space Raiders for so long. Used to love them though. Them and Skips and Whatsits. We had those. They were called something else though, were they? Good times. 10p a packet, mate. Those days have long gone, AK insane. Oh my god, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but you're kind of showing your age just a little bit there, but I am with you all the way there, my dude. I think we're about the same age, actually, mate. I remember when they were 10p a packet. You'd be lucky to get a packet for like 30p now. Jesus Christ. Good times. That was when the Curly Whirlies were only 5p. Oh my god, and you could get a Mars bar for 50p. Good times, eh? Yeah, 1p fruit salads. Oh my god, yes. Remember when things weren't expensive? Yeah, penny sweets. Is that even possible? I don't think so. I think they're all like 2 and 5 pennies now. Ridiculous, really, when you think about it. She reaches into her bag once more. She's obviously got a bag like Hermione, hasn't she? You know, like an endless bag. Hermione Granger with her endless bag that she's put a charm on. I remember when gum packs weren't like $1. Oh yeah, and like a can of soda pop of fizzy drink from a vending machine cost 50p, and a bottle was 70p. They're like £1.50 now. 70p they used to be back when I was in secondary school, high school for the Americans here. Just cheap shop ever do buy so many get 50% free? No, I remember. I think all Brits of about my age probably had this experience when you had like a sleepover and you wanted to get a load of candy for your midnight snack, and you had a certain amount of money, so you went to the store and you spent like anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour sitting there deciding with your mates exactly which sweets to get. To the point where the proprietor of the store was just like, these kids, man. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You just sit there and you're like, well, I could get this, but then I wouldn't have money for this. And you know what I mean? How fast? An endless bag. What, like an incessant in-law? Please don't tell my wife I said that. See, that's the one good thing about having in-laws that are 12,000 miles away and don't speak any English. I can say pretty much whatever I like about them. Yeah, dude, too late, shops closed, pissed me off. Yeah, oh my god, we had so much fun. I remember the proprietor of our shop, our corner shop, his name was Harry, and he just like, him and his wife just used to find it so funny. We'd be there for like nearly an hour just trying to decide, and we'd spend like, I don't know, like £4 or something on candy. Ridiculous, really. And you walk away with all this, with all this candy with £4, man. I know my mum is an incessant bag. My fiance can talk shit all day. It's more the worry that they'd find out that you'd said that about them, really, isn't it? She reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. It's her killing knife. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's not a knife. It's the one that she uses when she wants to play Hitman. It's a knife. I don't go to therapy weekly because I care about what my mum thinks. That's a good point. Fair enough. What do you have there? A knife. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really... Ew, it's the fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think this is weird.
Yes, I am. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. My spelling is shocking tonight. I was trying to do Crocodile Dundee. I've never seen Crocodile Dundee. I've never seen it. Is it good? I feel like you're going to shout at me now, aren't you? To each their own, you know?
You promise you won't be weirded out?
I mean, it is a knife, Yuri. I might be a bit weirded out, depending on what you use it for. Yeah, I promise. Oh, wow, that's amazing. He called it. Yeah. Yeah, AK Insane's gonna kill me. I really like, because I'm having a loft conversion done in the next sort of year or so, and there's enough space for a like a proper studio, and I'm gonna have it soundproofed. When I've got a soundproof studio, I'm gonna be able to stream a lot more because I will be able to do it without like keeping my wife up. And when I do that, I'm probably gonna do like movie nights and stuff occasionally on like Discord. So maybe we could watch Crocodile Dundee sometime. It's going to be in like a year or so, so it's not anything that's happening anytime like super soon. It's just something that's on my radar and I'm really looking forward to. That's a spoon. My other half got earbuds. That's not a bad idea, actually. But that's one of the reasons why I only stream once a week, because I know that when I stream I pretty much keep the wife awake, and she's kind of agreed to it once a week.
The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty.
Uh-oh. She's in my house. She's in my house.
I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, kind of attractive, but also quite worrying.
Please don't think I'm weird for this.
This chick looks sharp, right? I feel that knives slash someone with an obsession with knives. I'm shocked she never cut her hair off with it. I like the long hair.
You're laughing at me.
No, Yuri, it's a nervous laugh. I'm scared. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. What are you saying? This main character's a bit of an idiot sometimes. For someone with... if it wasn't purple, would you still like it? Yeah, I really like long hair. Anything that goes that down that far. Why would he say that? I know, right, Malphas?
It suits me.
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Main character is just fucking weird as a romance option. Yeah, I think he is. I'm a sucker for coloured hair. Yeah, I like coloured hair, but I'm more of a sucker for long hair. I like anything that goes sort of below where her elbow is. Really, well, any long hair really, but as it gets longer, I like it more. I don't know. I just think it's nice. He likes dangly things. Okay, fine. You caught me. Wait, did I think I missed a message there. It's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. You can't deny that. Okay. Anything you can pull? Okay. Yes, let's just say it. I'm just going to smile and nod. I would either run or take it to a psychiatrist after this. I don't know. I mean, internal filter activated. That thought that was in my head just then. I'm not going to say that. He's into nymphs and mermaids. Hair that covers the nip knobs. Nip knobs? What does that even mean? What a nip knobs, Morden Mori? I need you to spell it out for me. I've never heard anything called a nip knop before. I actually nearly spelt that. I nearly spat my drink out there. Like, I'm so happy with the fact that you basically just shouted nipples to me. And like, I'm like, what does that mean, Maury? And you're like, nipples, Mellar, nipples. I don't see the issue. She seems like a lot of fun, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you guys see what this says, guys? It's like,
Would you like to hold it?
can I say the same thing to you? Would you like to hold it, Yuri? I tried to be delicate. You asked it to spell it out. Yeah, there's a difference between spelling it out in words of one syllable and literally yelling it at me. It's like, nipples! Stab me, be good and proper. I mean, yeah, I can hold it. Oh my lord. Wow, that escalated quickly. Oh my god. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me, as you should hand over a knife. Nip, Nipples. Nip. What have we become? I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. I'm sure, like, it's not hentai, Malphas, but I'm sure this is fully intended to be like very double entendre. She brought it up. We handle first. Well, she has been brought up. Well, handle first. Exactly. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Who does that? This main character is dumb. Oh my god. Ow.
Mellar!
She is totally right to admonish the main character. That is dumb. That is really stupid.
Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. If there's one thing that I know about knife enthusiasts, right? It's that their knives are always ridiculously sharp. Okay? But for the record, I don't collect knives. I never have. I never will, most likely. But I know, I've spoken to knife enthusiasts, and they always pride themselves on how sharp the knives are. Okay? I worry how one would end up in such a city alive. Yeah, exactly, Maury. Why is the knife sharp? I think you're kind of... What? Okay, main character. Answer me this question 1. What is the primary function of a knife? I'll wait. Honestly. I was like, how does this get greenlit? I was looking on a stream last night. A lot of hentai games new released. Well, on a stream? You can't stream hentai. You're not allowed. barely touched it at all.
It's my fault.
If anyone's fault, it's not Yuri's fault. Oh my god. The main character in this game is an idiot. As an American who knows a lot of people who carry pocket knives around daily, they keep them sharp to use them. Says Steam. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Damn sharp. Exactly. Damn, son. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It is a little bit late now, Yuri, but again, it's still not your fault.
It can cut through skin like it's paper.
How do you know that?
Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Only need a sharp knife for a stab in the dark, surely. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll wash it off now. Get out, get out, get out. I know, right, Malphas? Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. That's fucking weird. You don't know if I've got something. I could have hepatitis. I could have an STD. I could have freaking AIDS, for crying out loud. No. Maybe the finger, but not the blood. Okay. No. Well, with blood as well. Hepatitis is an STD. No, it isn't. You can get hepatitis in other ways. I mean, you can get it sexually transmitted, but there's so many other ways to get it. I think more people get it by non-sexually transmitted means than don't. Hepatitis is really rife in China. My wife knows some people that have it. Just the one time at band camp. Oh my lord. Oh my. Licky. I mean, it's perfectly natural to suck your own finger if there's blood. There's actually enzymes in. I'm gonna really bore you now. There's actually enzymes in your saliva that help the blood clot faster. So actually, it's not a bad idea to suck your hand if you cut it. But sucking someone else's hand, that's fucking weird. Get my. I shouldn't have said that. That's oh dear. Like the blood. I knew this. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, insane. Let's just also chose. Yeah, exactly. She's in a whole world without asking first. It's just a really stupid thing to do for someone who you don't know very well as well. We've only known each other for 4 or 5 days. What about the cooties in your hand? Exactly. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Oh my. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. I mean, as dumb as we are, Yuri's a little bit weird, right?
Please forgive me.
Also, we could catch something from her as well. That's not impossible. Open wound and all.
I wasn't thinking.
Clearly. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. A little, honestly. Yuri. That
is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
It's also the stupidest thing you've ever done.
How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. A little weird? But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're making excuses for her now, mate. I think you're overreacting a little. Can you return the favour? She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? It might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and licks her index finger in return. What? Oh, God, Mori. Oh, what? Why would you...
Did you really just do that?
I don't know what's going on anymore. Now we're even. Oh my god, no. No, Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. That was a bad idea. That was really stupid. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Imagine if she wasn't attractive. You'd freak the heck out ages ago. Using looks. Yeah.
You're so weird, Mellar.
Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri's calling me weird. I have no response to that. Mouth has a point. Yeah.
Where do you keep your bandages?
Ugly Betty sucking your fingers. Yeah, that's a bad example though, because the girl that plays Ugly Betty is actually really attractive. Have you seen what she looks like when she's not made up like Ugly Betty? There's a really good, like, as much as I don't like anime, right? I quite like Japanese live action dramas. There's a really good one called Naruto or Produce. Really good, right? I actually recommend it. I'll just I think that's how you spell it. It's really good. And the girl in that is made up very similar to Ugly Betty. She's trying to look ugly. But if you look at what she looks like without making her up to look ugly, she's so hot. Oh my god. I watched it must be about 10 years ago now. Really good program. Maybe I should watch it again someday. Lady Gaga's scene without her makeup. No. What's she like? Is she really good looking, or is she really not? I don't think I need one, actually. I need a what? Sorry, I missed the beat there. I don't think I need a bandage. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. So she did bring the knife to do something with it. It's not like she just brought the knife randomly. That's a little bit more comforting. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do this. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
Okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. What's a bathroom cup? I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri.
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is just a little red. The tiny plastic ones like hospitals give pills in. Oh, I know the ones. Okay, fair enough. Is it too hot in here or anything? It's getting hot in here.
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong. So, let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for sunrise and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall beside the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. Again with the neat. Who says things are neat these days? What are you going to write?
Well, all right. It will be more fun to surprise you.
All right. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide for when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects that we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer.
I can definitely vibe with that.
I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Exactly. That's one of the many reasons why streaming is amazing, right? Right? I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unusual paintbrush. Is that what you're calling it now? Would you like to play with my unusual paintbrush? But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Yeah!
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Quickly lift my hands in surprise. Next month, Twitch will love me. Exactly. It will recognize us next time. Are you hurt? No, she's Yuri. Boom, boom!
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all.
Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face? There were droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Sayouri went back and got some tinned peaches. Oh, how decadent of you. What are you going to do with them? Eat them, I hope. Or are you going to put them with something, or are you going to eat them on their own?
Is there something on my face?
Not yet. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I just eat them in a bowl. Nice. With a fork, I guess. I just got an image of you with a bowl of tinned peaches just... I don't know why that image just came in my head. I think I've had too much sneak, man. I'm just getting random images in my head now. Oh my. I'll get a towel right away. I don't think a towel's gonna help. It's paint. Surely if you use like a cloth towel, it's just gonna get paint all over it. Surely like a tissue, like kitchen roll would be ideal, wouldn't it? Get some kitchen roll, like wipe it off. I'm hungry, but I can use a fork. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm hungry, but I can breathtaking a fork. You can breathtaking a fork. It's true. Hot soapy water, right? Silly me. Oof. Yeah, hot soapy water. Even just normal, like, just water will do. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh my. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. I'm sure she can do it on her own, Mellar. You don't need to do it for her. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Oh, is it? Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist, like in the picture.
Wait. Just for a little longer, oh my god. It feels really nice.
Does it? I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. Oh my god. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Wow, come on, Mellar. Come on, main character. I think we all know what's happening. Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? I don't know, main character. Is it just the jasmine oil, do you think? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seemed to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
For fuck's sake! The moment was over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that has just transpired. I hesitantly, that's a word, retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true. But mightn't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be better to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We could, watch a movie or something while we're waiting for it to dry. Just an idea.
I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Or, I have a better idea.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew!
You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit.
Well, no, was I at least wrong? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time.
I would have been as well. They had so much stuff to do. How long is that supposed to have taken?
I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have some extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself,
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
it's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all.
Says the knife lady, I know, right?
And the important thing is that we got everything fit done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. I don't know, invite her over for dinner or something, come on! It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment, but that doesn't mean this is the last time this can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk out of her front door. Out of the front door, sorry. Ask her over for dinner, oh my god!
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say it without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, just invite her over for dinner, how hard can it be? This game is a little bit frustrating. First, she wants to show you her knife collection and please you dry. Then she's not interested anymore? Maybe she thought that I wouldn't enjoy it. I stumble on my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Mellar.
She's probably just a vampire. No. It was, what was it? Natsuki's the one with the vampire fangs, isn't she? She's got, like, fangs.
Yuri,
Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. It's going to happen again. Like, this game is going to do it again. It's going to be like, ah.
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I have a suggestion. But I didn't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly falls back. Oh.
Sayori.
Hi,
Mellar.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
That's okay, Mellar. I just stopped by to say hi.
Oh my god. Cock-blocked or what? An emotional vampire, right? A vampire that's also a bitch, right? Right?
Well, it's nice to see you.
So I have to ask, what's the objective of the game? Not really seen much of the game until now. Well, you it faces like a dating sim, but it's not a dating sim. I suppose the objective technically is to try and make the girls happy. But let's just say that the game throws a lot of obstacles in your way. I couldn't really say more without really spoiling it. But it's very much a psychological horror. It drains happiness. I know, right?
I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow. So that's fine, right? Of course.
Where's the music gone? It's so weird without music. Sayori beams. Why is she still in her underwear as well? Like she was wearing... I don't know.
Yeah. So, I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori's suddenly just changed back to normal Sayori after being really weird. Oh, the music's come back. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Yeah, right? On the street. No, right? Knife Lady probably cut them off. Keys say that's funny. They're just lounging clothes, not underwear. Yeah, but they're not really appropriate for, like, walking out, like, because we're outside. Are they? I don't know. I thought they were kind of like, yeah, like lounging about in the house, sort of almost underwear-y.
I tried staying in my room, and my imagination was being really mean to me. So, I had to come out and see it for myself.
See what?
What you were talking about. You know? How much fun you were having with Yuri.
It's kind of not any of your business though, Sayori. That's the thing. They're shorts. They don't look like normal shorts though, like the kind that you'd normally wear outside. They're like, they look like boxer shorts, the kind that you'd only wear indoors. Honest Mellar, have you seen, wow, yeah, pictures of Walmart, anything goes. That is a very fair point there. AK insane, to be fair. They have lace at the bottom. So? I don't understand what you're trying to say, sorry.
And how close you got to her.
It's not any of your fucking business, Sayori. It's not your fucking business. We're friends, right? But, right, even best friends, right? Your love life, my love life, is none of your concern, milady. Each mind sees what it wants, right? If it has lace, then it's definitely naughty underwear now. I don't know. I mean, the polka dots aren't exactly naughty underwear, are they? I don't know. Don't ask me.
It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends.
We were about to be more than good friends, Sayori, until you ruined it.
That's all that matters to me.
You all are crazy. The polka dots are the chat box. Huh? Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, you're right. Actually, then like that, they look like loungewear, but like that, they look like proper jeans. I'm just an idiot. Yeah, fair enough. Wait, what's this? What's this? Are they like tears? Is she crying? Tears start to fall down to Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mellar? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Mellar. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Here we go. Monica was right about what? Yeah, this got sad fast. Right? That's what I'm saying. This game is fucking mental. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Give her a Kit Kat and tell her to take a break. Yeah, that's definitely going to work. Oh my.
But...
Talk to her about knives. Knives are sexy, right? No. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Mellar. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of? I'm scared of Monica. And to be honest, I'm a little bit scared of Yuri with her knife collection.
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, we like Yuri. Sorry.
I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mellar, I like you so much that oh my god. I like you so much that
I want to die.
That's how I feel. And that's...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Odd question. Are you female or male? What? Who are you asking, my friend? Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
even if you don't...
That was weird. I didn't mean to press the button. Main character. Oh, the main character is it's never really mentioned, but it's a guy. It's a guy. I know what you need most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Wow. Oh, what? That's not fair. That's not fair. We can't say that. We can't say that because we have, like, it doesn't fit. Like, we've been romancing Yuri the whole time. It's I'm gonna feel terrible about this because I know what's gonna happen. You'll be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me, I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promised I'll help get things back the way they were. But it can't be the way they were, because now you want to romance Yuri.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get...
Stabbed in the chest.
I should write a poem about this.
Sayori?
It's okay. This is just my punishment. Remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings.
She's a stab expert. I don't know, I thought Yuri was the knife expert.
I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there was no happiness down this path. That's why I came here. just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing,
I was using the wrong voice, sorry.
and the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Mellar. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So,
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
ah!
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori? I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I will do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Aww. It's the day of reckoning. I mean of the festival. Hey, thank you for all you got.
Holy Paul!
Hey, there, my friend. Always a pleasure to see you. I'm always scared when this game cuts the music. All right. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. If you're happy not to step out, though, if you're okay, how are you doing, my friend? It feels like ages since I've spoken to you. I did a podcast earlier. It was so much fun. I'm going to be putting it up on YouTube, so check out my YouTube if you haven't already. I think you're going to love it. Sayori isn't answering her phone. Trigger warning. Exactly. That's why I put it on there. Trigger warning. Now. Right now. I've seen gameplay, so I'm good. Okay, thank God. Thank you, though. My pleasure, dude. How are you doing, my friend? How's things? Talk to me. How have you been? I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take it with me. There's no music, by the way, at the moment. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. So far, Among Us. Is Among Us on the Switch? That's cool, I didn't know that. Let's Go Eevee, and my first ever Zelda game, Link's Awakening. I haven't played Link's Awakening ever. Not got a Switch Lite. Okay, fair enough. Are you going to get Breath of the Wild, do you think? I need me a Switch for Smash. I'm not really interested in Smash anymore, I have to say. I played a lot of Melee back in the day with my friends. Then I played a fair bit of Brawl when it came out. And then I played the one, I don't remember what it was called, but the one on the 3DS. And it was the one on the 3DS I kind of checked out at that point. I was just a bit done with the whole thing, if I'm honest. But no Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. I didn't play Brawl. Brawl wasn't that good. It was alright. It was fun. We did have fun, but it was a bit slow. Why is there no music? It's very strange. I wasn't sure before. I wasn't used to into Zelda, but I'm loving it. Not gonna lie. I'm glad you like it. To be honest, if you like Link's Awakening, then you'll probably like Link to the Past and the newer one, Link Between Worlds, the one on the 3DS. That's the right voice. Mellar! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Super long hair. I don't like her. No, she's just a bit... I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, this one looks controlling. What do you mean? Controlling? What looks controlling? Do you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, don't you, AK Insane? You've played this game before, right? She overslept again. That dummy. Bossy. Just a vibe. It's interesting that you get that vibe. You'd think on day this important you'd try a little harder. Never played it, no idea. It's really interesting that you say that, if I'm honest with you. I don't know where you get that from, especially as it's like a drawn character. That's really cool that you can, like, tell. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. You should have gone in, like, walked with her, man. Come on, man. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Probably yes. Got Switch Online, which gives me access to all the other Zeldas. I feel spoiled. Really? All of them? Like every single one? Even the Link Between Worlds, the 3DS one? I guess we'll see. I'm probably wrong. Maybe. But maybe not. You should take a little responsibility for her, Mellar. Oh my god, that's going to make me feel even worse. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. What? She wasn't there. Why is there no music? Did I accidentally turn the music off or something? No, music's on. I think the game's just fucking with me. It does that. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one that knows what's best for her, right? Who thinks that? This guy's an asshole. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit jerkish. Yeah. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, funny that. So did I. What's you been up to recently, Paulie Paul, my friend? Did you have a good Christmas, New Year? Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh, an itch. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. She has a long spine. What do you mean? I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh god, oh my god. I mean, I think we can all just see that, can't we? Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Uh-oh. I think I'm just at the age where Xmas New Year is just another day. Can't complain. I don't know. I don't think you're ever really completely at that age. I mean, you can still spend time with people, can't you? I mean, normally. When she's doing the arm behind the back, her spine looks long. Okay. Not the best sort of lyrics, I must say. Well, it's a poem, not necessarily a song, but... I mean, I've definitely heard songs with worse lyrics than that, aka insane. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Mellar? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else that Sayori has written, but more than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so becomes more spending with loved ones instead of... yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Yeah, true. I was gonna go over my dad's, but we couldn't because lockdown. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or at least wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock at the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori. She's a really heavy sleeper. I don't have a Switch. I really want one. I've wanted one for ages, to be honest. But I can't really justify the expenditure. Maybe one day. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But where are her parents? She really leaves me with no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, the music's fucked up, man. Yeah, the foreshadowing is mad. What the fuck? Yeah, it really left her hanging exactly. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Oh, come on, Ben! It's all serious now. You are a dick. And I love you, man.
You're breathtaking.
Left her outside in a polka dot shorts that wasn't actually a polka dot. There's just no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Yeah, that's what Ben did. He scalcified it. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? I feel like I'm a little bit going to hell for laughing at that. Oh my god. Why would she do this? How can I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I knew she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. As Brits make bad jokes to get through things, right? Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't... What? The people that made this game are awful people, man. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Yes, it is!
That's exactly what this is! What are you doing?
Oh my god, I kind of hate this game. Like, it's amazing. Can I get a hiya? How you doing, Bruno?
Bueno!
Such a pleasure to see you, my G. Can we get an exclamation mark DDLC in chat, please? It's very relevant right now. How you doing, Bruno? Did you enjoy the podcast? The bits that you missed, you can catch up on YouTube. I'll let you know on Discord. Thank you, Mori. I'll let you know on Discord when it's available. Right. Where were we? Is it... but how you been, though, Bruno? How was things? Right? An attempt was made. I appreciate you. I came to you late, right? This isn't some game where you can reset and try something different. I hate that line. I hate that. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. I'm back dadding it up, but still my cooking is getting better. What are you cooking now? And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Yeah, but how long's that going to be in this game? Fuck knows. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. Storm. I just want to see his reaction. I knew it was going to happen though. And now I can never take you back. Never, 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 never. Sorry if the hanging joke was no, it was fine. End? That's not the end of the game. Oh god, this is where the game's gonna fuck with me. Look at this! It was a pretty obvious build up. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This is the beginning of the game again. Maybe I should have said that. So it's the only one that... Is she the only one that can die? I doubt it. Earlier I made a trifold omelette. Nice. Filled it with semi-dried tomato and green onion. And cheddar cheese. What's green onion? Is that like spring onion? I shouldn't have said that. Omelette is a win for sure. That girl is my neighbour and a good friend since we were children. Spring onion, yeah, nice. Spring onions are nice. I love onions actually. Like onion, normal white onions, I think. Red onions, amazing. I can eat them. You know, if they're chopped, I can eat little bits of them raw, which some people think is disgusting. But I really like just a little bit of raw onion, not like that's disgusting. Red onions are great, but yeah, spring onions are really nice with certain things. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today. Just the kind that works out because you've known each other for so long. I prefer wine. Oh, really? I love onions, like raw onions and non-raw onions. There's just I put them in everything. I love them. Mate, I have to go to bed. Thanks for the laughs. It's been hilarious. Have a great stream. Night, you lovely people. Mate, thanks for hanging out, man. And just the fact that I've made you laugh really makes me happy, man. Thank you so much for saying that, dude. I really appreciate the heck out of you. Hopefully we'll see you soon. If not in my next stream, definitely hopefully in a stream with you soon. I hope to see you soon. But seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
You're breathtaking.
Have a lovely evening, dude. When Bidon's at work, and I know I don't have to worry about my breath, I have salad that consists of spinach, lettuce, canned tuna, raw onion, and lemon pepper. See, I don't really like any of those ingredients apart from onion. Lettuce is okay, but I'm really not that keen on spinach. I don't like canned tuna at all. It's disgusting. Lemon pepper. I'm not sure if I know lemon pepper. Got new cook's wand. Bring it to the gauntlet. See if it survives. Slowly build. What's a cook's wand? So tasty, man. I believe you. I believe you. It doesn't, like, the ingredients on their own don't sound nice, but together maybe it's nice. But if she's going to chase with me if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. So this is basically very similar to the beginning, but there's just bits that are fucked up in it. I mean, you can see. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. I got a cook's wand. It's a spoon. And I tell my girlfriend to make dinner or here with it. That's fucking hilarious. What actually is a cook's wand though? I mean, apart from what AK Insane said. Oh my god. A chef's knife. Right, okay. That's brilliant. I've always wanted a proper chef's knife. I'm joking. She would kick my ass. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. In my situation, my wife would kick my ass. What did you do to the game? Hello, Oni. How you doing, my friend? It's nice to see you. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. It was a lot of fun, and our guest Snavelo was top tier, man. God tier, amazing. Rump is good. What rump steak? I cook most meals, and I still kick Vidon's ass. That's amazing. It's an ordinary day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I don't remember that line from before. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some nice girls or something like that. I don't remember this bit. I think this might be new, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. A coxwand. And that a knob. What? Yes, Ben. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Alright. I made amazing tuna steaks and asparagus today. Next time we make these tuna, I'm making it thinly sliced over sushi rice. Actual like tuna steaks, really nice. But I don't like tin tuna, it's disgusting. Depends on the chef. I'll send Mellar some pics later in an attempt to cause munchies. Mate, if you could put it on, my Discord server in the pics channel, that'd be amazing. Don't say that, you get cancelled. Say what? Sorry, what did I say? Oh look, the room is completely different. The school day is as ordinary as ever. Oh no, it isn't. It isn't. Sorry, this is the same room as there's no girls in anime clubs, right? That wasn't me saying that. That was the game, just for the record. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. So this is where Sayori should walk in, right? Clubs. There really aren't that many that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Mellar? Monica? Oh my god, this game's fucked up. Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. I should play the KFC dating game. Is there a KFC dating game? Are you serious? It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Yes, sir. Oh my god. Is it available on Steam? Because that sounds incredible. Do we know it? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Does it come free with the KFC console? 100% serious. That sounds incredible. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh, you have to pay money for it? Gross. I'm kidding. I might look into it though. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... So this is kind of mixing what happened in the original playthrough of the game, like bit of the game, with some new stuff. What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? You got to sleep. About the greatest stream. Cheers, dude. It was really nice to see you, dude. Really? You quit? Yeah. Yeah, sleep well, Paul. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing.
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Roll credits. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
This is kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see... For something so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all. You know?
literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Probably have to drop out a bit. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, this is literally the latest that I stream because I'm on late shifts at work. It's 10 until 4. But obviously the first couple of hours were the podcast. I probably won't go to sleep tonight. I'll finish the stream and then I'll just hang out. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Mellar, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? How does she know that I'm joining a club? I have to say, you've been very engaging. I had a laugh, man, so thank you for that. Mate, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it, dude. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully I'll be able to drop in on your stream. I'm on like middling shifts next week. So hopefully I'll be able to drop in on you a few times next week. Seriously, have a nice weekend. Have a lovely evening. Sleep well. I'm sure I will speak to you very, very soon.
You're breathtaking.
Much love to you, man. I really appreciate you hanging out, man. I really do. Thanks to you too, man. Stay safe. Yeah, man. You too. Stay safe. Everyone stay safe.
You're all breathtaking.
Not that one. Nice. Thank you so much. No, you. No, you're breathtaking, Bruno. I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Oh, you've got 100 million reasons to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? He's thinking with his dick again. He's always thinking with his dick. Sure, I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Mellar. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? Can't say no, Sim? What do you mean? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh god, here we go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. If you remember rightly, we sold our soul for a cupcake last time. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings the door, open the classroom door. Remember, it was Sayori that swung the door open last time. Oh my god, did you see that? That was fucking creepy. Jesus. Fuck that. I'm waiting to see the glitchy stuff go down. Well, I mean, something just happened just then. Did you see that? Oh, that was the wrong button that time. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Oh, fucking hell! He's thinking with his dick again. Of course he is. Just as I typed it, I know, right?
I guess. Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Mellar. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Stop thinking with your dick.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki?
The girl with a sour attitude, who's apparently named Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Wasn't that Sayori? All guys have two heads, only one can operate at a time. True.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Mellar in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Mellar? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. I feel awkward. I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't a lot more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can't put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have worked hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Oh?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean, that... you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Mellar, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Again, Bruno, he's thinking with his second head. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror recently.
I sneezed and said, try her out, I might die. My daughter came back with, if you die, I'm eating your food. What? Oh my lord. I read a horror book once. I desperately... Your daughter isn't trying to be Monica from this game, is she? Because that would be very scary. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yes.
Indeed.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
If I die, you can have my games, but nobody can have my food. I don't know why, but I need to say this in this voice.
Bury me with cheese!
Yes, you shall be buried with all of the cheese.
Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things. Don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
Creepy.
It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Cheddar, blue cheddar? I mean, if you're going to be buried with cheese, it would make sense to be buried with Edam. Because Edam was made backwards. So if you get buried with it, maybe you can live your life again backwards. Can we get an exclamation mark dad joke in chat, please?
I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. Oh, Edam, he dead. Dead. Let's get an exclamation mark dad joke, guys.
You wouldn't like them.
Cheers, Bruno. Right, are you ready for this, guys? Did you hear the news? FedEx and UPS are merging. They're going to go by a new name. Fed Up from now on. Amazing. Cheddar is my favourite. As sharp as I can find. Is that because you're sharp as well?
You wouldn't like them.
Ah. Nah, I'm pretty dull. Don't cut yourself with it. Exactly. It's a very sharp joke. Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your hearts.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you shared some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea! How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
How blind are you going into this? Well, Sayori's gone. And I watched Vert do his playthrough, so I know bits. I can't really remember much about what happens after Sayori dies, if I'm brutally honest. I can't really remember. But yeah.
Rainbow!
How you doing? Always a pleasure to see you. You've seen this. You've played this game, haven't you? Awesome times, right? You know what happens in this game, right? This game is so fucked up, and that's not just the game. That's my awful voice acting with the voice changer, and also my I've got a point redemption where you can add a Scouse accent to the mix, which is just ridiculous. Add a Scouse accent to the mix. also, like, just basically everything about this stream is cursed. Right, but yeah, how you doing? I've played through it blind. I knew expected it to be messed up. I thought it was more like they were stabby type girls. I mean, Yuri is kind of into knives, isn't she? We found that out earlier. She's got a knife collection. Weird.
And next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, Yuri was my pick as well, like, easily. I thought that the other three girls, one way or another, were kind of annoying. Like, she was the only one that, like, their personality types, like, if I sat in a room with the four of them, I think Yuri would be the only one that I'd actually want to spend any time with, so I kind of went with her. Plus, like, she's got the best hair, so...
Oh.
I might go again, and I might see, like, I might choose Natsuki just purely because I want to find, like, she's clearly got a massive stick up her butt, and I want to find out why, and I get the feeling that if I kind of try and be nice to her, I might find out. She is such a bitch.
I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We probably should start finding activities for all of us to participate in together.
Plus, she gets distracted and lets you put things in her mouth. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that when I chose Yuri for this playthrough, though. I fully forgot about that. I see how you roll, Rainbow. They see me rolling. They hating.
Oh. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member...
What? I haven't agreed to this. How you been though, Rainbow? How was Christmas?
It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What is that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Christmas was lovely. Hope yours was as well. It was a little bit cancelled, not gonna lie. I was planning to go to my dad's, see my sister. I was going to be basically the maximum number of people that were allowed. And then less than a week before Christmas, they put us all in tier 4. So Christmas was kind of cancelled. I just spent it with the wife and the kid in the end. I mean, it was nice. It was very cozy. But it wasn't what I was expecting. So it was a little bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but it's happened now, and it was still nice, and this year's gonna be much better. I never said I would join the club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my trains of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
What?
So what's the plan for the new year? Has anyone made any New Year's resolutions? I actually haven't. I made a New Year's resolution last year to do more exercise, go cycling. I actually kind of kept it as well. I was like, oh, in spring, I'll start going cycling. I did. I cycled from spring till autumn. But I've stopped now that it's winter, and I don't really want to make the same resolution again. Especially with like COVID and stuff, it was a lot harder to like get the bike out and stuff with like trying to socially distance as I'm cycling, all this kind of shit. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sorry. I thought
I'm just working on making a new daily schedule. Ooh. What do you mean? Like, is it what for your resolution? That's cool, man. That's a good resolution, sort of new year, new you kind of thing, I guess. Right? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Mellar.
Oh, I am not getting the truth.
The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have killed Sayori. What?
We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival,
I'm defenseless against these girls. Stop thinking with your dick. I used to make a media goal list. Yeah, movies, shows, music. Ah, that's cool. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's done that. That's actually a really fantastic idea. I love it. How long's the list? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when I'm thinking with my dick? I would feel terrible for letting down such a attractive trio of girls. Oh my god, stop thinking with your dick! And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Wrong button.
Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Mellar?
I would put one per month. 1 year, I put all the Star Trek series and only got through Next Gen and Deep Space Nine. To be fair, that's quite a lot. I mean, there's a lot in those. Especially as Deep Space Nine's really boring. I mean, what? I quite like Next Gen, though. Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for... Oh.
You really did scare me for a moment.
Wrong voice there.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
You're always pissed, Natsuki.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Love the show, though. It was a big effort, I bet. Yeah. No, I'm not that keen on that. I liked Voyager, and I like Next Gen, and I kind of liked the original series, like for the giggles. I never really liked Deep Space Nine. I don't know what it is about it. I just always found it really boring.
We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Mellar, I look forward to seeing how you expressed yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress a class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I really like DS9, but I think it's because I liked a lot of the characters, lots more mischief. I could never really get into it. I think it might have been the characters that I couldn't get into. I don't know. It never just really struck with me. You know what I mean? So which one's your favourite out of those four? Like DS9, Voyager, Next Gen, and the original series? I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
We actually get to write a poem. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Next Gen is always the best, for sure. I love Picard. I mean, not the Netflix series, that was shit, but I love the character Picard. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending each day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to glow closer to one of these girls. Oh my god. Alright. I just need to make the best of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Hey, still going. Hey!
Chocolate!
Sorry, it won't play the chocolate sound because it played it. It did actually play earlier when you came into the podcast, but only I could hear it, which is why when you came into the chat, did you notice I stopped talking for a second? That was why, because all of a sudden all I could hear in my ear was chocolate, 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 and then I remembered that no one else could hear it, so I tried to push through it. But yeah, how are you doing, man? Did you enjoy the podcast? You should know Mellar doesn't sleep chocolate. Yeah, not on Fridays I don't anyway. But how are you doing, man? Hey, chocolate, nom 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 nom. Honestly, the podcast was a great success. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. It's going up on YouTube quite soon. I will let you guys know on Discord when it's up on YouTube, and then once it's on Discord, we're going to start letting you know about the next episode, which I already can't wait for. It's going to be in February, and that's pretty much all I can tell you about right now. The date, the guest, and the subject are all to be announced soon, and again, it's going to be announced on Discord, so make your way to Discord if you want to find out more about the podcast. And then what you can do is if you go to the rules channel, and then there's a little thing that you can react to. If you react to it, you get the Chattersphere roll, and it means that then you can get notifications whenever something happens with Chattersphere, whenever we go live for a show, whenever it goes up on YouTube, and also obviously whenever we make an announcement. Goes back in Snoop's awesome Mr. Podcast. It's not up on YouTube yet, but the VOD should be available. I mean, I did actually stop the stream completely so that we could start this, so you'll be able to. I doing well. Went for my first bushwalk with my family in the morning. What's a bushwalk? Had my a blue tongue in the backyard that I grabbed and escorted out. What's a blue tongue? Is it a spider? I'm on the VOD now. Awesome. I really hope you enjoy it. It was so much fun. The beginning there's about 10 minutes at the beginning of starting soon, and because Hairy Hippo wanted to raid us, we started before we'd actually done the sound check. So we actually did the sound check while we were broadcasting, which was a bit cursed, but it was fun. It was a bit funny. It must have sounded ridiculous to people watching, honestly. I need to make the most of it. I'm sure good fortune will find you. Jesus Christ. Oh, is it a lizard? What? Oh my lord. What is a bushwalk? Talk to me. What is it? I mean, I'm guessing it's a walk in the bush, but what does that mean? I guess that starts with wearing a poem tonight. Okay, here we go. Right, we're still going to try and impress Yuri. Oh. I'm so scared. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Oh my.
Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me.
Walk in the bush. Guess a hike. Awesome. Who did you go with?
I like when Papa asks about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything.
I like when Papa gives me lunch, Mummy. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress.
With his family. Yeah, you're right. This is so close to Salad Fingers right here. What's the Salad Fingers quote?
I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. With a rusty spoon. I like when Papa doesn't comes home without waking me up. The feeling of rust against my salad fingers is almost orgasmic.
Out in the red wall. Oh, Salad Fingers is fucked up, man. Who remembers Salad Fingers?
I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like
when Papa is too tired for anything.
Okay. Wait. Oh, right. It's just the two of them. I forgot you can't write for Monica, can you? Oh, well, thank you for the clap. Easy clap, right? This game is intense, man. You're right there, Chocolate. Right, it should be quite easy now because the one that sometimes threw a spanner in the works was Sayori, and she's kind of dead. So we should be able to Yuri it up pretty much every time. So apart from that, how was the bushwalk, dude? Oh fuck! I was saying how easy it should be to not get a Yuri. Sorry, a Natsuki. And we got a Natsuki. Wow, the bass in the background music is definitely more prominent than it was before. Oh look, chocolate! Chocolate! I had to go for chocolate, really, didn't I? Even though it pleased the wrong person. Little man got tired. He wanted to go to sleep. The last section, he was grumpy. Aw, did you not take the stroller with you? We're trying to impress this one. There we go. I think we got 2 Natsukis. One of them was on purpose because, you know, chocolate.
Hey again, Mellar. Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
I think you should have done. Bushwalk, son. No paths. Oh, right. Of course, I'm an idiot. Man, that's a long way for a little one. Isn't it? I mean, how long were you walking for? How long did you go? Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me. At least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone was already hanging out. Oh my god. Did you see that, guys?
Thanks for keeping your promise, Mellar. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you.
Not long, about 30 minutes. Ah, right, fair enough. That's cool, man. So what did you, like, drive out? And then go for a walk?
Making you dive headfirst into a literature club when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh my god!
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't hear the end of it.
And Monica, I can't read that. You're kind of in the way.
Natsuki sure has a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki found herself between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Mellar. I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I wanted to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh,
I missed out a message. Sorry, Rainbow. When I played, I pretty much planned dates with words. Like bubblegum graveyard memories. Oh, okay. No, I'm literally just picking words that I think certain characters... Well, which I think Yuri would like. Have you also noticed that Yuri isn't framed properly? It's cut her head off. We're zoomed in on her a little bit. That's... The game's clearly done that on purpose. Why is there's something a bit Monica-ish about her now?
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
The angle is rotating slowly too. Oh, so it is. Yeah, you're right. And the music's getting slowly more fucked up. I didn't notice that it's not a static image. That's fucked up. I kind of hate this game, but I love it. It's sickening. It is actually a very off-putting. Oh no, right?
Even if you don't usually read, then we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked a book she thought I like, despite me not knowing... not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
I like you liking this game. People are telling me to play it, but I didn't. Have you played it? But you haven't played it. Do you know what happened earlier? There were 4 girls, and there's now 3. Whoa! That was weird. Now that everyone's settled in, there you go. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm already scared. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her, of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. This game is much better with limited exposure. It's an experience. Must-play. It's a must-play type of game, yeah. A little bit about the game, but I haven't really watched anyone play apart from you. Virtue played it, but I think it was before you knew him. Yeah, he missed a pretty... It's not the kind of game that you'd think it was. It's a psychological horror, and it's very interesting. Hopefully you'll see it get a bit more fucked up again. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Yeah, how much longer are you going to be playing Sea of Thieves, Chocolate? And what were you playing next? Look at her eye! Ah! Ah! It's moving as well. It's gradually getting further away. Stop it, Yuri! Oh, hate it. No idea, to be honest. We're enjoying it as a group, so until we don't, maybe? That could be a long time. Do you know what you're going to be playing next? I know. Alright. Oh, that was the wrong button, sorry.
I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book.
That's the book that you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it.
Maybe you should focus on getting your eye back into your eye socket. There, it's back now. Okay.
Not for any particular reason. Just curious.
Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? No idea. I kind of dropped Dark Souls 2. Not sure if I'll continue. Oh, that's right. I forgot you were doing No Armor run, weren't you? With Dark Souls 2. Why did you drop it? What happened?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant.
See, this doesn't make sense anymore, does it? No, it does. It does. Sort of. Not so much.
I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. My mate's got Sea of Thieves and wanted to play. Yeah, fair enough. That's cool, man. That's cool. It's going well, right? I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I'm sure that that's a real book in real life that somehow references or foreshadows the game, by the way. Bedtime, have a fun. Cheers for hanging out as long as you did, Maury. I really appreciate you. I'm probably going to finish quite soon, sort of in the next half an hour. But seriously, Maury, have a really nice evening. I'm sure I'll see you soon. There's a possibility I may do a bonus stream over the weekend. 3, 4 o'clock when T goes to sleep for his nap, basically. I might do like a chill stream. That'd be quite early for you, I think. But yeah, that'll be fun. We'll get some lo-fi music on. We'll have a chat if you're about. But thank you so much, and thanks for hanging about for the podcast as well, and giving your input for the podcast. It was really cool having you about and seeing your opinion. So much love to you, and we'll see you soon. And thank you again for the sub again as well. Really appreciate it. Hope you said bonus stream and not what I thought. Oh well, you want a bonus stream? No, that's not going to happen. You'll have to subscribe to my only bands for that. Wait, I don't have one of those. I'm kidding. No, bonus stream. Chocolate, get your head out of the gutter. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Chocolate. Oi, oi.
Basically, it's about this religious camp.
That's interesting. She didn't tell us this last time. She didn't tell us what it was about.
Religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. Though, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it.
That's fucked up!
The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kinda dark, isn't it? Yeah. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark tone came out of nowhere. Yeah, she didn't tell us that before. She did give us some information that made us say that it was a bit of a dark tone, but not that much.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mellar?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. Into what things? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yeah, f***ed up more like.
It's just this kind of story.
Put a little man to bed. No worries. Good luck, my G. Right, Rainbow? Right? Right?
It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
Okay, Mummed. Oh, nice. Where you get to enjoy a little bit more of this ridiculousness. She just gets a little bit too excited, I feel, Rainbow. Like, in the first iteration, it wasn't that weird, but in this iteration of the game, like, after Sayori's gone, she's definitely a step more in that direction, you know what I mean?
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil.
Because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I?
They even say it just makes her more open with it. Yeah, exactly. But why? So happy it's Yuri. It's so happy it's Yuri. I know, right?
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Yeah, I still totally want to bone you.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forgot. I forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. It's the least I can do to listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
Ah, what are you saying? Let me just get that book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Wait, when did you get it in your bag? Alright, it's fine if I just sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah,
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's reading in company with someone else.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Just bathing in the I don't know what that said.
You
You really do apologise a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Sorry. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly opens her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Shoulders. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind me being patient. If it takes you a bit longer, it's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the pages, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Bad move.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way that she second guesses things that she says and all that.
Well, that's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know what came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. This is all new. Your breathing is a little...
Breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. That went very differently from last time, right? What on earth was that about?
Mellar, did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So, you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Oh god, so we've only got Natsuki and Monica. Right, okay, let's do Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Really? It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Mellar, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve. But you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. This is the same one as last time. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. I'm expecting Sayori's one, Monica's one to be fucked up, by the way.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so convinced that...
Sorry, why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
Isn't the point of poems that for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Oh, that's nice. Sorry, excuse me. Strawberry and watermelon. It's good shit.
Like, in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So, I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised.
That's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Right, here we go with Monica. Are you ready for this, guys? I'm scared.
Hi, Mellar. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Wait, did her eyes just vibrate for a second then, or was that just me?
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Mellar. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But what sort of barrier would... But that's the...
Sorry, I'm getting tired now.
But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Mellar. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for time alone.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really! Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
You have the perfect voice. What, for Monica? God. It's a bit robotic, right? Well, let's just read then. I'm glad you think so. It's terrible, but I love it. Oh my god. Is this the same one? I don't remember this one.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my bad eyes can no longer see colour. There are others in this room. Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish a pen.
Yeah, that was definitely different.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Well, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Yeah, has it been influencing what you did? Never mind, an epiphany.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day.
We're not going to see Yuri's.
Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point.
Something's going to happen.
If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening.
Oh, we can listen to Yuri. Oh, something's gonna happen now. Let me just save it. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity to her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow, bathing.
This is the same one.
It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
It took you a long time to read.
Rude. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Mellar.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So,
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a few thing or two from you.
you think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mellar.
Me too. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, oh god, the music, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end getting myself into. Across the room, Monitor is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. Okay, this is where normally they'd get into an argument. I think really we need to end the stream there. So please don't go anywhere, because we're going to be sending our love to someone. And we've got a lot of thank yous to make. Oh my god, today was insane. Scousify, you're just a little bit late there. I'm really sorry, dudes. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Jesus Christ. It's really been a ride as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Actually, just before I say my thank yous, I should probably just check to see who we are going to raid. Awesome stuff, mate. I really hope you enjoyed all the ridiculous voicing. We were going to Scousify just now, but sorry, we're going to end the stream. It's all good though, don't you think though? Oh my gosh. I'm going to raid Kuri. She streams lots of like Zelda randomizers, which is kind of my jam. So we'll say hello to her, but first, hello, Twitch. Can you can you do what I'm asking you to? It's being weird. Have a nice day, man. I'm extremely tired. Yeah, me too, man. It is nearly 4 a.m. where I am. This is the latest I stream. I stream every Friday, scheduled. My starting time does depend on my work hours, so I'm on the latest that I'm doing. This is the latest I do. I do 12 until 4 when I do the late shifts at work. And the earliest I do is 6 UK time until 12 when I'm obviously on the early shifts. But I also do in-between streams as well. I put my schedule up on Discord, so definitely go and check the Discord. There it is. You can also get updates on my new podcast that we did today, which is called Chattisfying. It's a stream about mainly about streaming. It was a lot of fun today. We're going to do another one in February, so if you want updates on that, join this Discord, go to the rules channel, and then react to the little thing with the monocle, and then you'll get updates on whenever something with Chattisfying happens. I'm going to be putting today's episode up on YouTube very soon. It just needs a little bit of editing, and then it's going to go up on YouTube. I cannot wait. And then the next episode in February, again, cannot wait for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. My next scheduled stream is going to be on next Friday. It's going to be a middle stream. So I'm going to be on the 10-6 shift next week. So that means the stream is going to be 8 o'clock p.m. until 2 a.m. We're going to be playing some more Doki Doki. And to be honest, once we finish this playthrough, we're going to play through again. But we're going to say hello to Natsuki. I think we're going to try and... we're going to see what's trying to see what's up with Natsuki, because Natsuki's she's definitely got a bit of a stick on her up her ass, and I want to find out why. But I want to see what happens with the rest of this playthrough first. I might do a bonus stream over the weekend as well. The bonus streams are very chill. We put some like lo-fi, no DMCA, music up. We play some Zelda. Recently, it's been Zelda Twilight Princess. Just chill. It's a game I've played lots of times before. We're just playing it casual. We put some chill music on. We have a vibe. We chat. We sort of fuck around a bit. It's really good fun. Just before we go today, I would like to say thank you everyone for hanging out today. It's really been a ride today, especially with the podcast at the beginning of the stream. The podcast went really, really well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, for asking questions, for giving your opinions on the topic. I'd like to say a special thank you to the Hairy Hippo for the raid. The Hairy Hippo was the co-host of the podcast. Thank you so much for raiding us so we could get sort of start on a really good foot. Socken11, thank you for the follow. Negative, you legend, much love to you. Thank you so much for 4 months of subscription. I really appreciate you. Bob the Canadian guy, you legend, 7 months of subscription. It was really nice to see you again. I haven't seen you for ages. Nightwings, thanks for the Scousify. Ben, you naughty boy, thanks for the Scousify. Mr. Dodge Jr., thank you so much for the follow and for hanging out for as long as you have. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. I really enjoyed hanging out with you today. Vattel, thank you for the follow. Indie Retro, thank you for the follow. And Ben and Mr. Doge, thank you for the Scoutifies there as well. That was so much fun. I think the Scouse accent just makes it so much more cursed when it's already so cursed. Do you know what I mean? So let's go and give Kuri a massive hello. She's a streamer that I don't know that well. I've hung out with her a bit. She's playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer right now. She's definitely a streamer that I've enjoyed watching before. She's part of the Ocarina of Time randomizer community that I'm slowly sort of edging my way into myself. So definitely make sure that she's aware that you guys are come from me. Give her lots of Mellar love. And just enjoy her amazing content. I'm sure she'll make you feel welcome. We'll hopefully see you guys very soon. Hopefully at the weekend. Like I say, the weekend streams are a little bit more, maybe, they're kind of unscheduled, but we'll see if we can maybe do one. If I do one, it will be about 3 o'clock-ish in the afternoon UK time, just while my son is asleep, while he's having a nap. And it will last for as long as his sleep does. So if he wakes up early, we'll end early. If he sleeps for ages, then we'll stream for ages. It's good times. So, thank you guys so much again for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you just for hanging out, talking, lurking. It really has been so much fun. I really enjoy sharing this experience with you. It's what streaming's all about. I like having mates online, having a chat, having a bit of a fuck around, having a bit messing around. Rainbow, thank you for hanging out. Chocolate, just everyone. Maury, you are just the best people I could ever hope to meet. I really appreciate each and every one of you because
You're all breathtaking.
So, until next time, please remember that you guys are amazing. My name is Mellar, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.